to go ahead and call a meeting to order.
Yep. Kathy Glader.
Yep.
Gerald Oliver.
Aye.
Do we have any items to discuss on the agenda? I don't have anything to add.
Okay.
We didn't really have anything last time except for idle chit chat. Wanting to know why I was sitting here by myself.
Yeah.
Because you didn't invite me.
Frank Muse has a general recreation report. Yeah.
Sorry, they can't hear you. We do need to get a lot of our things up to snuff, especially with the docks. We were able to get the mussel poster boards for the mussels.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, Fish and Game is not planning on doing any
Inspections.
but they are leaving it up to local authorities. What I've been told, and that's going to depend on what their availability is.
Like Fish and Game authorities or?
Sheriff's.
Go.
And then pertaining more for us, I haven't been able to get a hold of, well, I have been able to get a hold of a lot of entities, but nobody's really sure, one, that we had a marina here, and two, what we have for signage. So I've sent off emails to Department of Fish and Wildlife, Boat and Waterways, Sheriff's Department, biologists for the Fish and Game, and I'm missing somebody. Sorry. And everybody said, oh, the Arbonne committee, or they are, my brain just turned off, for the grebes.
Uh-huh.
gotcha.
The grapes. Yeah.
And they're looking into it. And then the other big part with our specific to our marinas would be getting the restriping, getting the bathrooms cleaned, as well as fish cleaning station, which should be $20 part. We just capped it off last time.
Do I need to go look at that? Do I need to go look at that?
When we get time.
Okay.
That one should be an easy one. The grinder and everything appeared to be still in good condition. The only thing that was the water. Somebody didn't winterize it properly.
So it frozen broke.
Yeah, it just broke. It could have been an old PVC point.
Kelly's going to call JD and have him open everything up down there so we can make sure everything works. And then we can keep it locked until like the week of opening.
Did he winterize it?
He winterized it. So if something happened,
I didn't know he winterized it.
I did. I didn't know anything about it, so I had him winterize it.
Okay.
I wasn't going to trust Bob to do it. He said he'd never done it before.
That's right.
So,
I do remember that.
So I think we should have him open it.
Yeah.
Make sure the water, everything's good. Then I can have Bob go down and clean, make sure there's toilet
his
paper.
guarantee for opening is well worth it.
Yes, yes.
And then, to my knowledge, we should still have a lot of that paper products for the bathrooms themselves.
Was that all stored in there in that other room?
In this room, to my knowledge.
This room? Okay.
Yeah. But that's
I'll check on that. I'll check on all that.
And then we got to do because we already got all the parking permits printed. We got passes, and that was also one thing that Paul Devine was able to give me was mussel information brochure things. So whenever somebody gets a parking permit or an annual permit, we've told the office to go ahead and pass it out with them, explain the mussel situation and everything like that. If we need more, he said you'd be happy to give it to us. It was $8 a day, and it was discounted further from that, if I remember right.
It
Is
was $7
it's
a
this-
day last
Was
year.
it $7?
$7 a day, but I don't remember what we charged for the annual pass.
$75.
75.
It was 75 for the annual.
So we'll just leave it
And
the
then it was-
same.
Yeah, everything stayed the same. And then it was $10 for each additional vehicle
Yeah,
that the homeowner wanted to the same address.
yes, same address.
Is that something we want to take to the board and have a suggestion to change, or do we want to keep it the same?
I'd keep it the
I
same.
keep it the same because you know what? As low as that water is now, it's going to be just like last year. They're going to be able to launch there for about 6 weeks and that's going to be it.
It's actually 6 inches lower than last year right
I was
now.
going to say, yeah, they just
So-
did the report on that one and it was actually 0.49. And
Yeah, it's almost 6 inches.
yeah, 6 inches basically lower than we were this time last year.
I'll look in the cupboard and get the envelopes out and we still have a roll of stickers.
Stickers
last year.
and then pencils. We need pencils for the boxes down there. Or pens.
Okay.
I was going to ask, this might be a little bit naive on my side, but
You're
when we,
newbie.
when we collect for parking and stuff of that nature, is there a QR code or some sort of way for people to pay digitally, or is it strictly cash?
It's
on
been strictly cash on
Cash.
the system. I think a QR code would be very, very beneficial if we can get something like that going and just put it on the thing, pay your parking thing right here. Especially since we do everything, we have that online setup payment with the sewer side of it. It'd be nice if we could.
Just
I think more
like
people
the
would
rest of
pay.
that.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're not going to do the police thing though. I mean, we're going to let people on their honor system.
well, that's the thing. I don't honestly. I'd be impressed if we make it through to 4th of July
Mhm.
with launching.
Right.
Mhm.
I've already had a few people. They're like, no, not yet.
We've had a couple people come into the office already and want to buy the yearly pass,
Nice.
the pass for the summer.
Sweet.
So
But I think our big ones is going to be restriping, sweeping the lines at least. I've reached out to a few people and everybody's busy in the rest of the world for getting a sweeper up here. The 3 people I reached out that were willing to donate last fall they're just too busy right now. Their work's overtaking them.
mhm.
Well, like rental guys, would they be interested in donating? Like for the skid steer?
Yeah. I'd be worth it. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, we might contact them.
If not, we'll go out down there with blowers and blow the lines and then try restriping it. The main areas, at least. I think that.
At least from pulling into like the bathrooms, at least get that part.
The main sites. I don't know, my opinion, but it's I wouldn't worry about that other parking lot. I do bathrooms forward.
Mhm.
At least get to that part of it. But striping, bathrooms clean, fish cleaning stations up and running, I think is very important.
That is important.
Any questions?
Docks.
Docks. So in our side of it, we have the launch docks that are the districts. We have to go down, readjust them accordingly, make sure they're floating good. What that entails is us actually going down, pulling the pipes up, pulling them up or down, whatever we need, and then reinstalling the anchor pipes. I'm sure we can get the crew that helped us last year to do it. I know Cliff's around, Larry's around.
Mhm.
I think it was me, somebody else.
It
That was a year ago.
was a year ago.
I don't know how much help I'd need, but I'll be willing to watch, learn,
Outstanding.
try to
Pound,
help.
pound the pipe.
Yeah.
That's really, it's the getting the pipes up and then pounding them back in place. That's the big part. And then getting all the trash cans opened. I know we winterized them November last year, I think. But that's easy. Couple screws, couple
Mhm.
locks, and
Mhm.
those things are back to normal.
Yeah.
That aspect as well. Do we have a schedule for possibly Bob to do trash, or have we talked to him about that?
No, but I will.
And that's part of the paper products. We had to make sure we have plenty of trash bags,
Right.
the thick ones.
Right.
especially at the fish cleaning station. On a regular basis needs to be cleaned.
A couple times a week, probably.
Yeah, depending on how busy that is down
Right.
there and how hot it is.
So they get stinky.
Yeah. And then the other portions of docks, I know we were looking into finding out who one set of the owners was. Monticelli's is who who rumored was the other docks that we weren't sure who owned the ones next to Larry's old ones.
Mhm.
So I was gonna ask Jean, and I spaced it the other day because she was a little flustered. Her son got robbed, so
Oh, God.
she was dealing with that. So I was like, I'm not gonna ask you yet.
I can ask them. See what they want to do with them. I know what they want to do with them, so.
Yep.
Get rid of them.
Yeah, I think those are all actually the nicer ones of most of them.
They are. Yeah.
And the fishing pier is not even in the water. Last time I walked down there, so our fishing pier, I don't even think we need to
It's
worry
been high
about.
and dry for years.
Yeah, I think we just need to leave it in the parking lot.
Do we do any events for like kayaks, rafts, things of that nature that the water level is less of an issue for?
No,
We-
but we should.
We haven't in the past, but we had talked about doing some kind of organized kayaking trip or, just going, whatever
Yeah.
people want to do.
And then on the next green waste, which should be June. Ideally, we're gonna get down there with borrow a dump trailer and we're gonna get whatever piles we are up. I had mentioned it to Bob at one point to build a fire pit down there for green waste. He was okay with the idea, but there's just no good water source where we were thinking about doing it, where my old docks were. But so we want to do it where there's a water source in case there's an issue. We don't need fire pits just randomly right down there.
We hauled 2 great big trailer loads out of there last green waste.
Yeah. So,
How
There's
much is left?
probably 2 more trailers.
Yeah.
There's still quite a bit left.
so unfortunately, they'll probably end up getting stuck down there till we get to next green waste. Unless we pick them up and bring them here, which then we're just double handling it, which that's
No,
horrible.
no.
We did talk about burning off a bunch of the weeds. I just haven't had time.
I said we just burn the piles down there.
Well, depending on where they are, it wouldn't hurt to do them. You just don't want to make sure they're not on asphalt water source.
Maybe you can coordinate with the fire department.
Yeah.
And make a water source.
Oh,
Totally good with that.
yeah.
Be a good training day.
Draw line. At so far for up to opening day.
All right, are we count all that as the report?
Yeah.
I feel like we kind of jumped ahead a
Sorry,
little bit.
yeah.
but We might recap a little bit. So let's open up for any additional committee discussion. Public comment? All right.
You pretty much covered it all.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Oh, it's the whole agenda in your report.
That's all
all
right.
What these stupid meetings are
So
for.
moving on to the old business and the volunteers, did we want to try to prioritize some of the things we just discussed and see about having people raise hands to help or?
More the merrier.
Yeah.
The locks and payment boxes, see it on that priority task.
I'll have Bob do all of that.
But replace locks is why, did we lose the locks?
Well, I don't know.
I'm pretty
No.
confident I have a box of locks in my office.
Okay.
Yeah, he thinks that the locks are in his office.
They should have
so,
got put in a box all in
yeah.
one spot
Yeah.
when we emptied them
Yeah.
out.
As long as we still.
I'll have
those
Bob
boxes.
do all the, check on all the paper products.
Perfect.
That's a
uh,
problem.
Make sure the bathrooms are cleaned after JD gets them opened. Kelly was gonna call him this afternoon, so I'll find out when he's gonna do that.
Is that something we want to do on a schedule?
What?
The paper products and cleaning the restrooms and stuff like that? Have
Yeah,
Bob
as soon
do-
as we have JD unlock everything and we know everything's
working?
We'll do the
okay,
initial.
then we'll have Bob go down and,
Okay.
but I'll have him check on the paper products and stuff like that. Actually, I can go over it with him too. and then make sure that the trash can, all of that, all of the official opening of the bathrooms and stuff will be that week of opening weekend.
Yeah,
people will-
no, yeah.
I don't think we
Um,
need to do it like next week. I think we need to
No.
wait till,
I think if we do it Wednesday or something before
what I
opening
was
weekend would be good. 'Cause
Okay.
I know people will be down there testing their boats
Yeah.
and stuff.
okay.
Is
And
there
then-
any concern that if we run into problems, we won't have time to fix it?
Well, if JD can get right down there and get things open, she was gonna call him this afternoon, then we should be all right.
Because in the past, we haven't had like broken
No,
pipes or something?
no,
Right, okay.
but that's one of the reasons that I had him do it is because nobody was left here that had done it in the
And he
past.
guarantees
And
it.
he guarantees it.
Okay.
So if something is wrong, he'll repair it.
Yeah, it doesn't cost us any. Except the fish cleaning station, because we knew that one was
Yeah,
already broke.
I'll go take a look at that and see
Okay.
what we need.
I can run down there with you. I'll be with that.
I'll
Yeah,
probably
saying
take today.
all it was a 93-inch section and
Is it
valve, I think.
PVC?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's thing, it could have just got old.
If it's
So-
in the sun, it's gonna get.
Yeah.
And it was a section between the bottom, the concrete and that, so I'm sure it just got old.
As long as it's not broke below the concrete.
Huh?
Hopefully it's not broke below the concrete.
No, there's actually a box in there that you can reach down and stuff into. It's
Okay.
below the level of the concrete.
Let's go check on that after here.
Any volunteers want to do anything? Okay, so. Pick.
Any of the cleanup items or anything down there.
Yeah.
Anything to make that place better?
So as far as like the front,
Give us some ideas. Make it better. Tom? Yes. Sweep it up. Street stripe it. Let's get an effort together.
I think that's a good idea.
that is a good idea.
That's what I'm saying. Let's make a day and
bring your blowers and,
get a crew together.
Some of them do
Right.
need to be trimmed. The trees I think are gonna be our lowest priority. Just because we trimmed them up, what was that, 3 years ago?
yeah,
Yeah, we did the massive cleanup, on the trees. The signage is gonna definitely need to be pulled down. I need help doing that. Especially the ones that you can't read at all anymore. And putting the new signage up, because we have, the picnic ground one that needs to go back up. And then, the sandwich board, did we give that to Bob or what'd you do with them?
I don't know that I've seen the sound.
The muscle poster boards that we said we can go on the sandwich boards. One says caution, low water, shallow water, something like that.
Thought I saw
and they're-
those in the store.
I gave them to you at the store.
Okay.
Okay, we'll track those out.
I didn't throw them away, but they're probably in my office. if you gave them the other store.
Can you look behind the seat of your Jeep?
Apologize.
The big thing is, Tom, if you would help me, if you want to do that, grab a drill and we'll start taking down the signs. That'd be a big one.
If we're doing signage, do we want to do something with the QR code? Like, is there like a permanent, like aluminum sign that we can put that on, or is that something more that we're gonna?
I think we
laminate,
could
see if it-
laminate and put on the payment boxes.
yeah,
There's plenty of space on those. I think that would be more relevant there.
Replaceable and easy
yeah.
and cheap.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Coming back to a day, to get crew down there just cleaning stuff up. Do we want to try to pick a day that would work? Is that something that we need to go through the board on the board meeting or?
No,
I don't think so.
no,
So,
A weekend
have
would
a
probably
day,
work
we can
better.
Opening weekend's the 22nd. If we do, say, cleanup day of the 18th or 18th would work for me. That's a Monday.
What about the weekend before, like a weekend,
that
16,
won't work
17?
for me.
I'm busy.
Yeah,
Competition.
Monday that day or the church? Sunday or what day? Okay. Yeah, so we're definitely avoiding Saturday.
Yeah, let's go for the 18th then. Do a Monday. Yeah.
Monday, the 18th.
18th.
And we'll make sure we announce that during the board meeting for folks
Yes.
that attend.
Yes.
That'll get some awareness out there.
Yeah.
Is that something we can post bulletin,
Yeah.
Yep.
Facebook? Like,
Yep,
Everything.
clean up at the, what time do we want to start?
9 a.m.
9?
Mhm.
Especially if it starts getting hot, we can knock it out before the heat gets here.
Let's hope it gets hot. I'm sick of this cold.
It's gonna.
Do we get the truck out there?
I got bottles of water.
All right. As far as this committee, is anybody going to kind of head that up where we have a prioritized checklist to assign folks as they show up? Last thing we want is a bunch of people going, what do we do? We don't do.
That's an easy list to make. You already got it right here.
Okay.
And as people come in, here's your tools. Go do that, please. Weather dependent, of course. If for some reason we have pouring down rain or
Right.
bad weather, we're not going to do it. And then the inspect the and service vaults that would fall in your domain. And that's also the clean filter part. So that's you guys. So we need professional people in that sense. Yeah. So we, in weather dependent, we can even do a burn day on that day at that time. Like we bring a Colt 21 or something down there.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yep.
And then Mike, can you look into the locks? Tom's going to help with the signage. And then restriping all that stuff again. It's once it warms up, it gets clean enough and we can get that stuff swept. So if we can do that on the 18th, we can knock that out pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
We should have enough white paint for main areas, I think. I'd have to double check that
I'll
one.
have to
Look
look.
like paint. Okay.
It is as an attachment on the agenda. So yes, but not in a convenient spot. We can upload to the website.
I'd be curious if we've could we reach out to Kathy? This more towards you. Reach out to the county and see if they plan on restriping or anything before Memorial Day for the road portion.
Okay.
If they plan on doing anything up here, because I know they're going to start doing 139 Caltrans is June 7th. So they might be scattered away from us. But if the county is doing anything, that'd be great to know if they're planning on restriping or doing anything up here.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
Is there a lot of trash and stuff laying around on the sides of the roads and stuff? We used to have a real problem with that, but we don't seem to have that problem anymore. Oh, they are. Okay.
Yeah, A1. Yeah, tomorrow. I think they're heart failure to, or is it cinder pit to heart failure? Yeah. So but there's a lot of community members that have been helping out, picking up trash a lot lately. It's been great. What was that? 2 dump trailer loads we got out of the cinder pits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two dump
Yeah.
trailers.
That kind of combined items 5 and 6 there. But any additional public comment or committee comment? All right. We move on to item 7. Previously in the last meeting, we had discussed doing coffee and donuts, potentially open weekend. There may or may not have been some updates on that. Miss Sherry Garcia.
I like donuts.
Not talking in that thing. The church is planning on moving forward. We decided not to do donuts because apparently they're very expensive right now. So we are going to do homemade cookies with a caveat that they are homemade. And if you have allergies, please do not take any, but they are going to be free to all fishermen. They are saying 4:30 in the morning here at the marina. We will need, borrow your coffee pot, and we'll need electrical for the coffee pot. So that one building, if it could be open, we'll bring our own table and set up. We were going to put out a jar for donations for the rec district because the church doesn't want anything from it. It's a thank you from us to the community to do this.
Very nice.
So that, and as long as there's water and people can launch, we will be there at 4:30.
How expensive are donuts? I mean, I could donate some money to that cause. Because
Well, the church could pay, but it was like,
but
you know, that
yeah,
there were like $4 for, because we used to get them for Bible study, for donut holes. For 12 donut holes, it was $4.
Oh,
And it's like, well, you can't give somebody one donut. And we do have really good bakers.
oh, for sure.
oh, you
There's
do.
no doubt.
Absolutely.
Cookie bakers,
Oh.
really good.
Okay.
Those people at that church love to cook.
Yep.
It's good. So we just needed help with the coffee pot because I don't think ours is going to be big enough. And I figured yours is, it does. Well, and when you do the pancake breakfast, you only usually do one thing, right?
Yeah.
So, and my guess is it's going to be 4:30 till it's gone. So that we are planning on that.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Very nice.
And with that middle room from the bathrooms, there's plenty of outlets and electrical there. So that's easy to run. Saturday,
Opening.
opening day,
That is the 22nd.
23rd.
And they are talking about
I'll say
Oh,
if not
good.
all right, got a couple
Yeah,
to borrow.
I've got several of them too.
Okay.
I got several of them.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Any committee discussion?
Tell them all thank you. That's phenomenal. Yeah, no.
I will be there.
If they,
4:30.
if there were donuts, I'd be in.
Tesla buy. Any additional public comment beyond the robot?
A drone.
Perfect.
I got one.
I know for, let's see, we got the Ronald McDonald House breakfast, sorry, Sunday. We have the pancake breakfast for us on Sunday.
Sunday? So you're gonna be the same as Ronald McDonald?
We
on the
have
one day?
for-
You have for, oh.
Yeah, long time. They pretty much, a lot of people go Saturday there and then Sunday to
that's
us.
not- Yeah.
I think that's really it. Sunday. We'll update your calendar. There's a lot of stuff not in your calendar, I think.
No, it's not mine.
Just because, Tom, have you heard if the Legion's doing anything dinner wise? Okay. It's on the calendar. I just haven't heard what or anything of.
The dinner's on the calendar, but they didn't say what they were gonna serve
Correct. Correct. On Saturday.
on Saturday.
I want to say there's bingo.
There is.
Think, yeah,
May 22nd?
May 23rd,
23rd.
3 p.m.
Saturday.
Busy Saturday.
Yeah, poppin' little town.
Well, a lot of people have already showed up for opening up the cabins. It's crazy. I think that's all the events going on up here. Deputies, I think it's Deputy Smith for Fish and Game Dalton. He's going to be focused at the south end. I know they're going to have the two sheriffs at the south end again. Population maintaining, like keeping people in line. Hopefully nobody pulls a gun this year. Yeah, I think that's all our stuff for the rec to get us open and through opening weekend.
So if we move towards the new business and item 8 here, I think the spirit here was there anything missing from the to-do list that we would like to add?
I think so. That's pretty well covered.
I
Yeah, I think
pretty
we
much covered it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sporadically covering it the whole time.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sorry.
Well, hopefully someone took notes. I don't have to look at YouTube.
I got
The only
lots
thing
of
I can
notes
think
here.
of
Good.
that we, as a safety for the district, is we've roped off in the past those other docks at the far end with tape. We can
Tape.
if we need to do that again. I don't think anybody's gonna be down that direction either.
If we keep
be.
everything towards the bathrooms
Yeah,
out, then we should be all right.
yeah.
Do we have a generic, like this area close or something like that?
We just printed it, laminated them.
That might be just something to
Just yard sale those docks. Get rid of them.
concern there is like kids going out there playing, getting hurt.
Eh,
Is that-
Exactly.
Okay.
Hmm.
Or go playing with fence snakes.
You're just taking all the fun away.
Found a den of them at grandma's house down by that end the other day. They're out.
What kind of snakes? Rattlesnakes?
Dead snakes.
Dead snakes. They're dead now.
They're dead now.
They weren't dead before. What kind of snakes were they? Just,
I have no idea. They're dead.
I haven't heard of any rattlesnakes yet this year.
No,
Not from anybody.
Pretty early.
for the most part, we've only gotten bull snakes down there for the most part. But it was a big one that was
Yeah.
dead. Yeah, only snakes.
Natural causes.
Tires.
Tires
Natural.
flattened them.
Hey.
So any further committee discussion regarding anything that we've been all over the place about?
No, I think we covered it all.
Any public comment? I would just ask real quick, is there any action items that need to make the agenda for our board meeting next week? Need to be voted on or?
No.
Any repairs are going to be under the threshold. So like I said, the PVC for the fish cleaning station, you're probably like $20.
I probably have everything to do it.
Yeah, between you and me. And then the de-winterizing, that's under, and then stocking. Paint we have to go through, but again, that still should be under the threshold.
Yeah.
So really, we're just announcing the cleanup day
Mm-hmm.
and seeing if we can just let as many people know about that as possible.
Yep.
Okay. And we're at 5:18 at 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Weather dependent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll get you some of those stickers too. To sell.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Okay. So if that's all, then we'll turn it back over to Kathy for item 9.
It's item 9. Let's get out of here. Motion to adjourn the meeting.
Adjourn the meeting.